What's up, YouTube? It's the Console Samurai with Grown Ups Gaming. And we all know that Nintendo's coming out with a new console of sorts called the Project NX. Well, we don't really know a lot about it yet. We do know that, one, it's not replacing either the 3DS or the Wii U, which I think is kind of strange. And two, that it's not going to be trying to compete with the PS4 and Xbox One in processor power. And I find these both to be very strange things, because with the mistakes that Nintendo made with the Wii U, I would have thought they would have learned and possibly would have just retired the Wii U and replaced it with a new console. Because even though the Wii U is not it's not the biggest failure in the world, it is certainly one of Nintendo's biggest flops. You know, the only one comes to mind that was much worse was Virtual Boy, of course. But Project NX is supposed to be the next console of sorts. We really don't know what it's going to be. We don't know if it's going to be handheld, or if it's going to be a home console, or if it's going to be something completely different. That's a hybrid of the two, or nothing like the two. So we do have to wait on that. But what does the Project NX have to do to avoid making the same mistakes as the Wii U? Because the Wii U, they did make several mistakes. Varying from marketing mistakes. The Wii U was marketed terribly, where people didn't even know that it was a new console. They thought it was an accessory to the Wii. That's a pretty big screw up on Nintendo's part. Then you factor in the fact that Nintendo's always relied heavily on first-person games, which is all well and good when you have a lot of first-person games. But the downside to that is it also makes third-party developers kind of lose interest. And I'm going to go somewhere else. I'm going to go to PS4. I'm going to go to Xbox One. Partly because Nintendo has always focused so much on the first-party titles, and partly also because of the gamepad. The gamepad was another major mistake that Nintendo made. They put so much into this gamepad. They made it mandatory. They made it a requirement to play the Wii U on so many games. And that also required the developers to develop more content for the gamepad itself. So when the Wii U didn't take off, developers bailed, which means that they lost third-party games. Nintendo didn't have as many first-party games, and it kind of just spiraled, and it put Nintendo in last place, firmly in last place. Nintendo has the ability to do 1080p, which is better than PS4, Xbox One, but they're not really taking advantage of it. And hopefully the Project NX will take advantage of it. And hopefully it will be better hardware, and it will be able to take advantage of that. But I'm not the kind of person who thinks that the hardware is going to make the game. Project NX is going to have a better platform for online play if that's what they want to do, because Wii U's online is not that good. Wii's online was even worse. But hopefully they will market it better. Hopefully they will get amazing titles, because that's what really makes or breaks the console. It is not whether it's 1080p or 920, or it's not any of that. It is the games you have. And if Nintendo doesn't have a good library for the Project NX, whether it's handheld or an at-home console, it's going to suffer the same fate as the Wii U, where it's going to have a small number of diehard fans, but it's never going to be able to stand up against the two big competitors, Xbox One and PS4. But we'll have to wait and see what the NX comes up with. But tell me what you think in the comments down below. Do you think that Project NX is going to repeat the same mistakes that the Wii U and the Wii U did? Or do you think that maybe it'll pull Nintendo out of this nosedive? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Once again, I am the Console Samurai, and I'll see you around.